What's up, Liberty Junior High? It's Alex coming to you with another video, and today is Sunday. You know what that means? It means it's time for another sermon, and today we're going to be going to 2 Corinthians 4, chapters, or verses 16 through 18. I'm going to read today out of the NLT, and it says, "This is why we never give up. Though our bodies are dying, our spirits are being renewed every day. For our present troubles are small and won't last very long. Yet they produce for us a glory that vastly outweighs them and will last forever. So why don't we look at the troubles we can see now? Rather, we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now will soon be gone, but the things we cannot see will last forever." So, you might be asking, what are you talking about, Alex? What does this have to do with what you're going to teach us today? Well, this is what it is. When we look around us, we are surrounded by the weight of the world. Maybe you guys are going through all this stuff about, you just finished schooling, you just had the weight kind of come off of you about all the education, and now you got chores, and you got cleaning, and you have all this other stuff, and just the weight of the world is just pressuring down upon you, and you're just like, man, this stings. Or maybe whatever is going in your life on the day to day, the daily stuff you're seeing, maybe you're seeing all the news, maybe whatever it is, it starts to weigh you down. That's what this is talking about. It says that we should never give up through those times. We should, though our bodies age, our bodies do stuff that sometimes we don't want. They get injured. Our spirit gets renewed every single day. It's like a pressurizer, a pressure cooker, for instance. You put so much pressure on something and it just gets to the point where it can overcome more stress. So some of my science people out there watching, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit-ish, and then it evaporates. But if you put it in a pressure cooker, it can go to a much higher temperature without evaporating. Pressurize. It seals it. It puts more pressure on something to get more out of it, to make the time less for cooking, or maybe it's just a pressurizer so it's done, something is done faster. The pressure gets on us. This verse is talking about how all the world's things are coming at us, the daily things we see with our eyes, all the problems that are going around us, we can see it with our eyes, and when we dwell on those things, it's like a pressure cooker. It weighs us down, and the weight of the world is pushing down, but eventually that pressure comes off. If we pay attention to all the things that are trying to pressurize us, then we'll miss out on the things that God is going to do and where we can go, that we can last forever. Because once that pressure is released, have you ever seen the pressure cooker be undone? A whole bunch of air and steam comes pouring out of it once it's allowed to escape it. And there's a trajectory that all of it goes, the path of least resistance. God does some of these things for people, especially on your calling. It pressurizes you. The pressure of everything pushes around you. And when you focus on the wrong things, that pressure feels like it's going to just destroy you. And the weight just never goes away. But when we focus on the Lord, when we focus on the light, when we focus on the things that we cannot see with our own eyes, things of the heart, things of the soul, the emotions of people around us, we love on people, we look at things more than face value, that pressure starts to get released by the Lord. And it's no longer as pressurized because we see a way out. We see that this is only a short time. And when that pressure is released, we get to go forward with full speed as the Lord has called us to do. It's a pressurizer. It presses down. It pushes and builds up that pressure until it can push you in the trajectory that God has for you. So what is the things that we do see? Well, it's what you see with your eyes, what's going on in the news, what's going on with friends, what's going on in the world around us, all the news and all this blah, blah, blah around us. What we can see. What we cannot see is everything going on the inside. Have you ever noticed that can be a weight of the world upon you, but when you go outside of yourself and start talking to people, it's not that big of a thing anymore. All of a sudden, the weights don't seem to be that big when you're communicating with friends, when you're having fun, when you take your mind out of your own self and all the things that is entertaining and everything, suddenly things don't seem as burdensome. That's what we're talking about. Those are the things, that the sins that can be let go of and taken care of, and the burden can be taken off of when you have accountability with someone else, That's what we're doing. The things that we cannot see. Lift up those troubles. Lift up the things. But we have to fix our gaze on the Lord. Because when we do that, when we start focusing on the newscasts or this thing that's the new problem going on in society or this thing or that thing, we start just focusing on a singular thing. We're missing out on what God's having us do to navigate those things. Maybe it's to be a part of it. Maybe it's to be outside of it. Maybe it's that the stress is too much for you. Whatever it is, the Lord says, focus on me first. Spend time in your word. Spend time praying. Spend time worshiping. See the light and where to go in these troubling times so the weight doesn't feel like it's going to crush you. That's what I want you to know. When we go to the Lord, you can pray, you can worship, and the weight can come off. And we can see the light amidst of any storm that's going on. And you can go directly towards your purpose. You can go directly towards your calling. You can go directly towards what the Lord wants for you. That is the pressure cooker that we are so many times in, especially right now where you can't go out and do certain things. Fix your eyes on the things you cannot see with your own eyes, not the troubles or weights or cleaning or chores or whatever is going on around you. Fix your eyes on Jesus and let him be the author and finisher of your faith so that you can go towards your calling like never before and come out on the other side happier and accomplishing what the Lord has called you to do. I hope this found you well. If so, leave a message in that comment section below. Follow us, like the page if you're on Facebook, subscribe. You know what to do on the social media platform you're watching on this. I hope this found you well. And if you are part of the Liberty Fairfield family, please let me know what you guys would like to do in the near future. Do you guys want to do a movie night? Do you guys want to do some type of thing where you just come together in a room and just see each other, maybe keeping our social distancing as we're supposed to, but just to be somewhere with people your age and just be out of your house? Let me know in that comment section below. Love you, praying for you. Have a great day.